Hindutva is not a political ideology, but and which I think our viewers by now have clearly understood why. But at the same time, there is an interaction that Hindutva has, Arvindanji, with the India's political landscape in general. I mean, this could be political parties in a democratic setup, or the constitution, or various other public institutions. Uh, how satisfied are you with the application of Hindutva by political forces in India? Obviously, we have come a long way and we are going in the right direction. But do you think there's scope for improvement, and also the need for a greater depth in the way Hindutva is championed? I think not just by the political forces, but also I think everyone, people in general.
Yeah. See, the first thing that we have to understand is that Hindu Rashtra is not a political goal to be achieved. It is a existential reality to be experienced by the individual. And
Okay.
our aim is proper political movement that is rooted in India, whether it is left or right. If it is rooted in India, naturally it will be a Hindutva movement. Okay. Let me give you a very interesting example. In Tamil Nadu, you have some very prominent communist leaders, okay, who are known for their simplicity and their honesty. Okay, one B. Ramamurthy is there, and there was also another one, Nallakad. Interestingly, they come from a Vaishnavite background. Okay, so I have always wondered about this, and I think it is because of the egalitarian nature of Sri Vaishnavism that these people got, in a misguided way, they got attracted to Marxism. They had Sri Vaishnavism, they had the impulse of Sri Vaishnavism, and then they thought that Marxism would help them to achieve this, and so they went and they became Marxists, and then they became apologists for whatever Marxism was doing. Okay, so here is an example of how even a person who becomes a Marxist because of Sri Vaishnavism. Okay, Eknath Ranade, Sri Eknath Ranade, who was the founder of Vivekananda Rock Memorial and Vivekananda Kendra, he used to go and meet politicians across the political spectrum, not just Jansangh, Congress, Communists, everybody, even Dravidian parties, he used to meet. And he used to seek their support for building of this Vivekananda Rock Memorial. Okay. What Mananiya Sri Eknathji told was very important for us, because he said that whatever may be the political affiliation, you scratch enough, you will find Hindutva. You will find the Hindu nature in everyone. When we need to appeal to that Hindu nature, ultimately we need to appeal to that Hindu nature. That is true. So we have to make sure that Hindutva is not a particular ideology of a particular political party. It is the substratum in which the left and right has to emerge. Whether it is a leftist or rightist, it has to emerge from there. For example, you take Datopan Tengediji. Datopan Tengediji was an example of a leftist Hindutva force that helped to do path correction, course correction for the general Hindutva movement. Okay. Now, that's it. With respect to Congress, okay, with respect to Congress, I find a very interesting transformation. We have a lot of problems with Jawaharlal Nehru, but Jawaharlal Nehru believed in the cultural unity of this nation. He considered this nation as one. He told that again and again, even in the parliament and also in Discovery of India, which is, for me, it is a very mediocre book. Nevertheless, in that book, you have the statement that India is culturally one. But today, you look at Congress, Congress has rejected that. Congress has rejected that position of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. And in this book, I have also quoted one important aspect, that when the Indochina War came, to point out that the territories that the China were claiming as their own as our territory, Jawaharlal Nehru government filed a reply. And in that reply, they quoted Vishnu Purana. Jawaharlal Nehru's government quoted Vishnu Purana to ascertain India's territorial integrity. Today's Congress is completely different. Today's Congress is headed by a particular leadership that believes that they are the Constantines of India. Okay? They think that their primary aim is to destroy Hinduism. So Congress itself, it doesn't care about its political fortunes. This is something that we have to understand. Congress is against Hinduism not because it will get political gains. Congress is committed to the destruction of Hinduism today. At least the Congress top leadership, the first family of Congress, I would say, is committed to the destruction of Hinduism. And they don't care about their political fortunes in that. So, this anti Hindutva, anti civilization, anti Indian civilizational force has captured the main opposition of India. The result of this is that every vote has a civilizational consequence. Okay, every vote for Congress has become vote against India's very existence. So this has to change. Congress has to be brought back into Hindutva. Okay, so the whether Congress is the opposition or in very long future whether it becomes a ruling party, whether BJP is being would be the ruling party for the next 20 years and after that it may become opposition party. Either way, the ruling party and the opposition party should have in unity in their axioms, and that unity, axiomatic unity, should be Hindutva. That is how I see it.
Absolutely, sir. And I think no matter which political party a person belongs to, or even a political ideology or like alignment, like you mentioned, be it an environmentalist or somebody who wants to speak up for egalitarianism or somebody who wants to focus on prosperity, all of these ultimately have to be rooted in Hindutva to actually serve our people, because that is when our politics will resonate, our civilizational sort of identity, and our civilizational sort of trajectory, that where the destiny that we have, and the place that we should be going. That will only happen, I think, like you mentioned, when all of these different ideas are rooted in the Hindutva worldview.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.